Christmas may be over, but Rashid is the gift that keeps on giving. It's been 11 days since we posted the video on the Clips channel about Twitter is angry over Rashid, where people were getting a little bit upset about the shenanigans that Rashid gets into, especially with his level 2 Yasar. But since that time, it has been taken to a whole other level. So I'm going to show you one really crazy combo conversion and then some dirty, nasty tech that has been cooked up overseas in Japan, taking Rashid to the next level. Here we have a combo conversion posted by Forshika on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and link this tweet and their YouTube and Twitter in the description below. But this combo conversion is absolutely nuts. So getting the enhanced OD spinning mixer there. One frame link on the heavy punch juggle, which allows him to get the slide into the level 2 activation. Dash through onto the other side. One frame link again with the heavy punch juggle, which lets him get the slide into level 1. The level 1 pushes him into the level 2. Gets the one frame link once more into the OD mixer at the end for the pickup. This combo conversion is nuts. Uses all 3 meters and really high execution requirement. If you don't know, whenever Rashid does that heavy punch after the enhanced OD mixer with the Sky High Arabian Cyclone there, that is a one frame juggle, very tight link. It avoids the input buffer in Street Fighter 6. So this has 3 of them included in that, plus the level 1 knocking them into the level 2. I think this is badass. This is sick. This is the type of thing I would love to see more of in Street Fighter 6. It's really high execution, so it wouldn't be something you normally see. Now, unfortunately, I think the optimal thing here would be just to do heavy punch, drive rush heavy punch times 2 or times 3 into level 3. Probably would be more optimal and obviously infinitely easier, but this is some really cool tech, some optimal swag on this combo. Gil Stole My Ride says here, I must be the only one that sees stuff like this being discovered and gets excited and full of wonder rather than bitch about it. So sick. I don't think you're the only one, Gil Stole My Ride. There wasn't that many negative reactions I saw to specifically this clip, but that is a reaction that you do see when posting things on FGC Twitter, especially when it's an already controversial or character that's disliked for being too strong from the community. This is a positive development, in my opinion. If more characters had access to sauce like this, and that was more limited in when you could apply it, and also required more execution and situational awareness, I think the game would be a benefit to the game. It would make the game very cool. To be fair, I don't think that many people, when looking through the replies, had too many complaints about specifically this clip. I think most people thought this combo was really awesome. But the next piece of tech is really what set people over the edge. Introducing Nemo. Fighting game legend, of course, Nemo. Multiple fighting game champion, multiple time EVO top 8 finisher, and tech and lab monster has taken up Rashid to the dismay of the rest of the fighting game community. Because what he's cooked up is nefarious. Downright evil. Let's get into the first example he posted here. On December 21st, Guile is stuffed. So Guile is already burnt out in the corner with 1 bar of super meter. He gets the combo conversion with the slide to send the level 2 the wrong way. He shows there that he can do a meaty heavy punch that will trade with your wake up buttons and allow you to get a combo which will set up a meaty DI so that you can't wake up buttons to interrupt it. But what's that? We'll review it again. You can't wake up level 1 either out of this setup. That's too much. That's too much. And he's going to get the guaranteed kill here with the perfect. Wow. Okay, let's show off why this tech is so nasty. So it seems strange at first that he would just throw the level 2 away, but it's about setting up the protection for the next layer. So yeah, he gets the combo conversion and slides to the other side here. But he does that so that when he chucks the level 2 the wrong way, you see here, even though he does stand heavy punch into DI, which is a really airtight string that requires you to use an invincible super when you're burned out in order to avoid eating the stun, Guile here does level 1, and because it's trading with the Rashid Yasar here, it actually allows Rashid to dodge the first couple of hits, go into parry the final hit, and then actually get the punish here, for then the follow-up into an actual guaranteed stun. So, if Guile has only 1 bar of super, this is almost like a checkmate scenario. Normally, you need the opponent to be burned out and have no super to get guaranteed DIs, but with the level 2 shield, he's able to get the guaranteed stun. And you might be saying, okay, that is nasty, but it requires a lot of conditions to be set up. The opponent has to be burned out in the corner. It has to be Guile, and they have to have only 1 bar super. But it didn't stop there. This got the gears turning in Nemo's mind, and he is like Santa Claus on Christmas, putting coal in everyone's stocking for everyone who hates Rashid. Because he just keeps going. Next example, Rashid development is fun. When a guy like Nemo starts having fun, you should be worried. His fun means the dismay and pain to his opponents, right? He is the #1 player on the planet who has fun by making sure that his opponents hate their life. Similar situation to the Guile clip. Here we have Luke in the corner, burnt out, but this time he has 3 bars of super meter. Nemo sets up the knockdown with an eagle spike and hands to blow himself back to get the level 2 set up. Seems like a normal conversion, right? Heavy punch to DI with the level 2 behind him to get the stun. Maybe Luke could have done level 3, level 2, level 1 to get out of the situation. Everything seems normal here, but let's run that back. Here he shows wake up level 1. The final hits get interrupted by the tornado, and he's able to get the punish. So you can't do wake up level 1 when he goes for the meaty heavy punch, because it's going to trade in Rashid's favor, and you're just going to eat a combo anyways. Wake up level 2. Beats the heavy punch again, but once again, you end up running into the tornado, and he gets a full combo conversion. So you thought the level 2 would maybe work here? I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Now, he doesn't show off the level 3, so I can't confirm. So level 3 might actually escape the situation, but it just shows more situations where you actually really cannot escape what's going on. And Nemo keeps going on to post different variations of this. I mean, he's really cranking out these setups and showing really nasty ways in which you're able to actually body people's reversal supers in these situations where he sets up the Yasar behind him. So he's been posting these non-stop for the past couple days, showing off how much more development is available for Rashid and this tech with level 2. He even starts targeting individual players. Man, this guy is right before the holidays, right before Christmas, just saying, hey, here's a gift for you. Punk to God, I am sorry. Here he is with Cammy this time. Let's see what he cooked up here. So combo conversion. Does the slide through to send the tornado in the opposite direction like before with the first example. Heavy punch into DI. Level 1, no sir, denied. This is so nasty, dude. This pains me just to look at. So now he's going to set up a different variation this time. This time, instead of doing the super, originally he did it after the heavy punch into the DI. So if you try to respond on block between the heavy punch and DI, you'll get that trade situation. This time he's just going to go straight for wake up level 1, blows through the heavy punch, but then you just run into the tornado anyways. You got to hold that. You absolutely got to hold that. Yeah, really nasty stuff. Now, once again, maybe level 3 would have blown through, but this shows that if you have 1 bar super and are burnt out in this situation, you just have to hold the stun. There's nothing you can do. It's really, really nasty. Punk the God is not the only one feeling the terror of Nemo here. Here, Nemo goes after Phenom. Happy Christmas. This dude's a demon. This is Christmas Eve. 'Twas the night before Christmas. And Nemo is like evil Santa, just dropping Rashid tech all over everybody's mains, all over the planet at lightning speed. Here he is up against Ken. Showing you this from an overhead starter mid-screen. Burnt out Ken. Slides through. Tornado onto the other side. Wake up level 1 through the heavy punch. Of course you're going to run into the tornado. You got so close to finishing the combo, but the tornado was still there. Into the combo. Level 1 cash out. Now here, I believe he's going to show what happens if you wait to level 1 after the block. Or if you just eat it, you end up getting stunned regardless. So here he's going to level 1 after block, heavy punch to DI. So no matter which way you do it, if you wake up level 1 or do it after blocking, look, he's going to go the other direction this time with the enhanced OD mixer through the level 2 tornado to the other corner. No matter which way you slice it, you're cooked. So if you only have level 1 with Ken, this setup happens and you're burned out into the corner, you're going to get bodied. It's nasty stuff. And of course, Big Bird chimes in here with facts and logic once again about these setups. I've seen this setup circling around and people freaking out about it. While it's crazy good and strong, the only way for Rashid to have this scenario is if the opponent burns himself out on their own. He's correct in some ways. This setup only occurs under specific conditions. I think there are conditions that absolutely can happen in a real match, but Rashid requires a specific combo conversion to be near the corner or at a specific spacing to occur, and for the opponent to be burned out, and for them to have less than level 3, because I believe level 3 will beat a lot of these setups, and some level 2s might as well. There's specific conditions that have to occur. I think these are really actually viable. Rare, but definitely viable. Not so rare that you can't see them in real matches. I think some Rashid players might actually memorize a lot of these setups and really start checkmating people in this way. I don't think it's going to dominate the meta in Rashid matches. Once again, the biggest problem with level 2 is when they get a regular knockdown, pop level 2, and then just walk behind it. That is the biggest issue with level 2. This scenario messed up. I do agree that it's like more of a niche scenario. So it would be really nasty if this happened to you and you're kind of checkmated. But it's not the biggest problem with the level 2. So I give Big Bird some credit there for that analysis. However, Nemo had to respond here. It's no good unless the other person does a burnout. Like, it's no good if they're not already in burnout or burn themselves out, huh? Let's see what he cooked up here. We just saw what he did to Ken. Ken wakes up ODDP. Big mistake. Big mistake. Punish, counter starter with the DI to force the burnout, tornado to the other side, and you gotta hold that. I mean, we've already seen the setup, right? Here's if you just eat the stun. If you just eat the stun, not trying to get out of the situation with level 1, he can just jump back into the tornado and use it for the enhanced jump in for the combo extension. So this is the minimum damage you're eating if you just accept your fate on the stun. And once again, to show the dry meter situation, this is like a throw loop. If you get thrown with 3 bars of dry meter and you wake up reversal out of the throw loop situation, you can get checkmated. Yes, you do have to be in burnout, and yes, this is a risky situation. And obviously you can't just sit there forever and eat throws over and over. You're forced to take action. So it's not correct to say this can't happen. This can definitely happen. This can definitely happen in a real match. But it requires a lot of things to line up. So I do agree with Big Bird to a degree. I think Nemo has a point as well. He's not completely contradicting what Big Bird says here, where Big Bird says the opponent has to burn themselves out. Using 2 bars of dry meter on a reversal when you're in the corner is equivalent to accepting burnout, because you're going to get punish countered and go into burnout regardless. So it's still sort of like some responsibility on the player being bodied here that they went to burnout. Yeah, it just provides an actual example of how you can implement this tech on your own, force a really awful guessing situation, and then capitalize with the DI, force a burnout, and checkmate the opponent. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. I just thought this development was super funny after all the hate that Rashid was getting. It's like Nemo was scrolling through Twitter himself. So, everybody's complaining about Rashid. I should make things worse. And that's just the kind of player he is. Real nasty stuff. So anyways, let me know what you think about this Rashid tech. I think it's kind of cool, to be honest. I think the worst part about Rashid level 2 is just popping it in neutral and getting free throws and then dominating the throw meta after that, like getting the knockdown to the corner and getting throw loops. So that's my biggest complaint. This is kind of cool. Thanks for watching.